chemical abortion pills are flooding into Texas borders.
Today on Review, the new abortion pill battleground. But first, this news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Janine Herbst. Thousands of people are still displaced in Spokane, Washington, after a tense day of wildfires. Doug Warnick from Spokane Public Radio has more.
3 major wildfires continue burning in and around Spokane, charring several thousand acres. Go now evacuations remain in place from all the areas affected. 20 to 30 mile-an-hour winds spread the fires quickly yesterday. Local authorities say several hundred structures burned. Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall says he knows people are eager to go back and check on their homes, but he's urging patience.
We understand there's consternation about your property, about your pets, that you may need medication, but we cannot allow you back into the area when it's unsafe to do so.
The winds are abating a bit, but conditions remain challenging for firefighters. For NPR News, I'm Doug Warnick in Spokane.
A senior envoy for President Trump's Board of Peace says 2 days of Israeli strikes in Gaza killed civilians and destroyed medical supplies. This comes as the board and mediators push to implement a final peace roadmap while Israel continues bombing without official comment. NPR's Anas Baba has more.
In a post-Phoenix, Board of Peace invited collaborative saying the strikes followed weeks of efforts by the Board of Peace and mediators, including Egypt, Qatar, Turkey, and the United States, to get Palestinian factions in Gaza to agree to President Trump funding. He said his team is working around the clock to de-escalate, adding that both sides had motivations in the agreement. But Gaza health officials said Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 19 Palestinians since Sunday morning, including women and children. For Palestinians here, the violence is not limited to the past 2 days. Nearly 9 months after the Board of Peace announced a ceasefire after 2 years of war, Palestinians continue to live under the Israeli bombardment, while more than 2/3 of the Gaza Strip remains under Israeli military control. And as Mobile NPR News Gaza.
The Trump administration is proposing changes to banking regulations meant to lighten the burden on community banks. As NPR's Stephen Basaha reports, though, it could lead to banks investing fewer dollars in affordable housing.
Of course, it's going to hurt us. It's a Trump thing.
The more a bank invests locally,
everything he does for
likely
Putin to
regulators
destroy
will
America.
approve profitable mergers and acquisitions. In 2024, the law encouraged about $170 billion in affordable housing and local infrastructure lending. That's according to the National Association of Affordable Housing Lenders. The group says the new rules would reclassify about 800 banks as small, so they would no longer need to follow those regulations. And that would likely lead to lower investment in rural housing, where those banks are often located. Federal regulators say the proposed loosened rules will lower the burden on community banks. Stephen Basaha, NPR News.
You're listening to NPR News from Washington.
Hello. I was just listening to the news real
Police in
quick.
Idaho have identified the suspect in a shooting at a fast food restaurant in Twin Falls yesterday as 24-year-old Chad Williams, whom police say died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Sounds like a Chad.
Officials say he opened fire at an In-N-Out burger restaurant and say an off-duty police officer and citizen actively engaged him by returning fire. At least 3 people died, several others were injured. The restaurant says one of the dead was an employee. There's no word on a motive. Canada's second largest airline is on strike. Dan Carpenter reports more than 4,000 flight attendants at
what's the
WestJet
questions?
walked off the job.
Ask quick, because I'm only going to be live for like an hour, a minute, like 2 or 3 minutes.
Is industry leading and transformative and directly addresses
ask
the
real
main
quick.
issues behind the walkout.
Or ask on my videos. Go on my content and just ask in comments and I'll answer you
flight
there.
attendant says it's ready to go back to the bargaining table. It says flight attendants work about 35 hours a month without pay before and after flights. In Ottawa, Jobs Minister Patty Hajdu says the strike is a disappointing development and that federal mediators are available to help with negotiations. But the union has urged the government not to intervene with any.
I like Animal Crossing a lot, but I haven't played it in years. Favorite game? I like the Zelda games. I like Asphalt. I play that a lot.
Of the year in Canada. For NPR News, I'm Dan Carpinchuk in Toronto.
U.S. futures contracts are trading.
Okay, that was the end of the news. Bye. See y'all later. Check out my content. Comment there.
NASDAQ
See you next time.
more than 0.5%. I'm Janine Herbst, and you're listening to NPR News from Washington.